Match game 74, production number 0266, and it is take one. Get ready to match the stars. Alejandro Reilly, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Juliet Mills, Richard Dawson, thank you, and Joanne Worley, as we play the star-studded big money match game 74. And now here's the star of match game 74, Gene Rader.
Thank you, Johnny Olson. Thank you for joining us here. You're going to have a good time because all the cuckoo birds are out here with us. Hello there.
Public announcement.
Oh, here we go. See, it's starting already.
I'm wearing my own hair.
No! Let's hear it.
Can make that statement.
How many of us can make that statement?
Not many.
I don't think we ought to carry this too much further, friends. How are you? Nice to have you back again.
Yeah, it's lovely to be here.
Thank you. And let's all, so you've been here before, so when we get a new kid on the block, we always give him a rousing welcome. Alejandro Ray there.
The new kid in the block.
How are you?
I'm wearing her old hair.
You're wearing her old hair. Are you ready to have a go at this?
Oh, of course.
All right. Our regulars are in fine fettle, I see. Yes. Now let's say hello to our two players.
Sure.
Marcia Salcido and Brad Alexander.
Joanne.
All right, Marcia. This lady is a champion. She has won $5,600. And you can see by the smile on her face, she's happy about that, are you?
Fantastic.
What are you going to do with that money?
I think I'll just sit and look at it for a while.
Okay. Now, Brad, we didn't get a chance to meet you last time. Time just ran out on us, but tell us about yourself now.
Well, I live in Oregon. I'm a pharmacy student at Oregon State University. I'm married. We have a 5-month-old daughter, and we're down here for the summer visiting, and I'm working.
It's hard to go to school and work at the same time and get you and all that. Is that difficult?
We make it somehow.
Yeah, well.
Hit all the game shows.
You hit all the game shows. Okay, we got a pro in our midst, it looks like. Okay, good luck to both of our players. We'll begin this game right after we have a word with you, America. Pay attention now. Now, I'll push this button and reveal our first round questions and ask the challenger to make a selection.
A, please.
A is what he wants. Everybody plays. Here we go, folks. When the teacher caught little Johnny streaking, she sent him home with a note glued to his blank. Did you hear that, Brad? When the teacher caught little Johnny streaking, she sent him home with a note glued to his blank. Think about that while our celebrities are writing. Now, do not drag your heels today, Charles.
He's been dragging his heels.
Teacher will get angry with you.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, what are you? You're talking to yourself again, Brett.
Oh, he beat me. I can't stand.
You know, I've never seen your roots before.
I just had them dyed.
Okay, we're all set over there. We'll ask Brad for his response. When the teacher caught little Johnny streaking, she sent him home with a note glued to his...
Bottom.
Bottom. See that? Audience? Brad, that whole audience is applauding your bottom there. All right. Alejandro, what do you say,
I'm
sir?
going to give him an answer face to face.
Face to face?
Yeah, behind.
That's a match. There's one for you. And Brett.
Well, I was not as specific as any of that.
Really?
She took a big sheet of paper and just put it around his whole body.
His whole body. All right.
Yeah. Oh, stop that. Now, don't start so early in the week.
It's Friday. Charles?
Lovely. I said forehead. I'm sorry that Johnny had a curl. That story about a forehead. Remember that one? A little curl?
Yes, of course.
Whee!
All right, Juliet, what do you say?
Well, I said bum.
Bum.
That's English for bottom.
That's English for bottom. You couldn't say that on English television, my dear, could you?
You could show it on English television
Oh,
too.
you could?
Oh, yes.
Oh, really?
They're very, very...
I'm sorry, we don't go that far here.
No.
Watch yourself at all times. You're almost this. Richard?
I think I'll make this a first for me.
No! Real end, isn't that? Yeah. It's show and tell time, Joanne.
Well, we couldn't put it on his little front, so we put it on his little bottom.
Okay. Well, that's 4 for you. Now, Marcia, let's see how you do with your first round question. Everybody plays. Doug said, I just took a trip on an airline that had really first-class service. After you eat, the stewardess blanks you.
Do that one more time.
Yes, of course. Yes, she does not understand our language. Doug said, I just took a trip on an airline that had really first-class service. After you eat, the stewardess blanks you.
I got it.
You got it. By Jove, she's got it. Da, 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 da.
Oh, let's do a musical.
All right. Brett and Charles are ready, and they're all ready down here, and there we go. Whoops, there. Sorry about that. Now, Doug said, Marcia, I just took a trip on an airline that had really first-class service. After you eat, the stewardess blanks you.
Burps you.
Burps you. You know what that means when you do
Yes,
you feed
I
a
know.
baby, you
I
throw them
have
over
a
the
baby.
Oh, you have a baby?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
You know how that goes. All right. What'd you say?
Exactly. But I didn't say that.
You
I
didn't
said
say
smiles
that?
at you.
Smiles at you? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
that's
all
all
together.
right.
Okay. Now, Brett.
Don't accuse me of not understanding the language. I said massages because it sounds so terrific.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
All right.
Like a burp?
Yes. No, not quite. Charles?
Burp is a good answer, but I said bathed you.
Bathed you.
Which requires 19 wash and dries.
At 38,000 feet, Charles?
Well, they got a lot of time to kill if they're going all the way to Australia.
See, what did you say,
Well, I was
Juliet?
thinking of a jumbo jet. There's not time for all that bathing, so I said kisses you.
Kisses you. Now, that's a good answer. Is that a good answer? What are you looking for? You're looking for burps, aren't you?
Anybody
After
burp.
the airline, the stewardess burps you, she said. What do you say, sir?
I happen to know the stewardess.
You do?
Wonderful human being.
Tell us all about her.
After the old meal, she loves you.
She loves you. Okay.
In Hong Kong in no time.
What do you got
A
there?
perfect Virgo person has, of course, burps.
Burp. For you. So at this moment, the score is 4-1 in favor of Brad. And we will carry on with our second and final round in a moment or so. But first, we've got to do a little business with you. This is it. Okay, we're going to go to our second round now. The score is 4-1 in favor of Brad, our challenger. And here we go, Brad.
A again, please.
A. Now, you matched 4 celebrities last time, so only 2 of them will be... there we go. Who are the 2?
Frack upstairs.
Brett and Charles are the only 2 who will be participating.
Null and void have done it again.
Tommy's mother screamed, Tommy! How many times do I have to tell you don't wash the cat in the blank?
Oh,
Tommy's mother screamed, Tommy, how many times do I have to tell you don't wash the cat in the blank?
gee, sometimes I just catch on so quick.
Yes, you do.
I know that's the right
Those
answer.
wigs you used to wear held you back.
I think that was what now my brain's gotten free.
That's right. Okay,
and
Brad.
exploded away.
Tommy's mother screamed, Tommy, how many times do I have to tell you don't wash the cat in the...
Bathtub?
That was a groaner, Brad. They're not with you, I don't think.
No.
Let's see what we've got over here. Bathtub is the answer he's looking for. What does he get, Brett?
I thought I had a real winner this time. I said you don't wash the cat in the washing machine.
Good answer. Yeah.
Thank you.
Charles?
I said the dishwasher.
The dishwasher, another good one. Now, those are 2 good choices. Bathtub would be conventional, you see. Anybody would do that. Now, Marcia, you need 3 to tie, 4 to win. You ready?
Ready.
Suntan is terrific.
Thank you.
Bert said, those ants, who plays?
Not I.
See, you're so
Everybody
busy
but-
getting personal with the contestants.
I forgot.
Gee, your earrings are cute. Gee, your sunburn is adorable. You don't know who's playing and what. I want to see the producer.
I'm sorry, you got to go through me to see the producer. Chain of command here.
Oh, it's one of
Bert
those
said,
shows.
That's right. Those ants at the picnic were the strongest ants I've ever seen. While I was eating my lunch, those ants carried off my blank. See, this guy Bert went to a picnic, you see, and he said, boy, did we have ants at the picnic, and were they strong? They were so strong that while I was eating my lunch, they carried off my blank. How do you say ants in Argentinian?
Hormigas.
Hormigas.
They got it off my hormigas.
Los hormigas.
Las hormigas.
Las hormigas.
Las hormigas.
Toman mi
Oh, la
blank.
cucaracha.
How do you
La
say blank?
cucaracha. Blank, blank.
Blank.
Yes.
Oh, say it. Las hormigas toman mi... Oh, you're ready. I was just fiddling around here while you're... All right. Marcia. Bert said those ants at the picnic were the strongest ants I've ever seen. While I was eating my lunch, those ants carried off my
wife.
wife.
They ran away.
3 wives to tie, 4 to win. What do you say?
Well, I started with a W, but it wasn't wife. It's wine.
Wine. The ant stole the wine. Boy, did we have a drunken anthill. Brett?
Well, I had a choice between wife and children, and with my usual taste and perception, I chose the wrong answer. I said children and spelled it wrong.
Oh.
And had to put the R in afterwards.
Yes, of course. Now,
I see.
now Marcia, you got to match all
Nobody's
3.
interested.
Say camera.
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 Yeah. All right. That means Brad Alexander wins again. You got right there. What do you got, Juliet? Tampa. Come on down. Congratulations. There's $100 for you. Stand by for a moment while we say goodbye to Marcia. Sorry to see you go, Marcia. Have you had a good time?
I've had a ball. It's been
And you've
good.
won some money.
Got a lot of money.
$5,600. It was a pleasure meeting you, Marcia Salcido. Goodbye, dear. Well, sir, you're going to have a go at some real big fancy money now. Over $5,000 here in the Big Money Super Match. You know how it goes. Ready?
Right.
We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Daniel Blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. Then if you match the next one, it's $250, and the third, $100. Which celebrities from whom would you like to get a little help from whom?
Richard?
Richard. Daniel?
Oh, buddy, Daniel Boone.
Daniel Boone. Oh, buddy, Daniel Boone, eh? Okay.
Charles?
Charles?
Daniel Webster.
Daniel Webster. All right, one more.
Joanne.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I had those other two just like that. Okay, can they fit in the lion's den in there?
Daniel in the Lion's
Very
Den.
good.
All right, that's her answer. Daniel in the Lion's Den from Joanne. And you've got Daniel Boone and Daniel Webster. You may choose one of those as the answer or give us your own if you'd like. What do you want to do, Brad?
Daniel Boone.
You want Daniel Boone? Okay. That's the one we're looking for. That's the one he hopes is under the $500 response. Well, we're going to start down at the bottom and find out first what's under the $100 response. Daniel in the Lion's Den. There it is. Yeah. Very good, Joanne. Well, that may be a good omen, Brad. Let's find out where Daniel Boone is and find out if he's under the $250 response. Daniel Webster's there. Well, you got 2 out of 3. Last chance for Daniel Boone. Here we go with a $500 response. Yay! Congratulations. Now, Brad. Who's that jumping up and down?
Just a casual acquaintance.
A casual acquaintance? Oh, your wife. Now, you've got the $500. You play for 10 times that amount or $5,000. To collect, you've got to match one celebrity head-to-head. Please choose one.
I'll stick with Richard.
Gonna stick with you, Richard. All right, you face me if you would, Brad. Here's the $5,000 question. Blank range. R-A-N-G-E. Blank range. He's made up his mind. Now we ask you for a response. Give us an answer you think will match Richard. Blank range.
Electric range?
Electric range. No? Yes? Yeah, they think it's all right. We'll find out. I don't know. It's a kind of tough one as far as I'm concerned. Richard, for $5,000, may we see your answer?
Yeah, I said firing range.
Firing range. Yeah. Firing range is good. Electric range is good.
Home on the range
would have been good. Did you think of that? Did you think of home on the range?
Nope.
Well, okay. Now, Brad, you're up to $600, and you're going to meet another contestant in a moment or so. But first, we've got another message for you, friends. Here we go. Yes, of course, we're ready to go on. Friends, if you are. You ready, Brad? All right, here is your new challenger. Let's welcome Marion Campbell. Hi, Marion. Marion Campbell will now tell us about herself. Tell us a Marion Campbell story, if you please.
I'd be glad to.
All right.
My husband's name is Steve, and I have a son, Stephen, is in the audience, and another son, John, and his wife, John and Paula, and I have 2 grandchildren. One's in the audience, Brad, Marion. I have a beautiful sister. I have a beautiful sister in Florida named Daryl Davy. I have another one.
Listen, you see how close I am to this lady? Look at how close I am to this lady. She says she's a grandmother. There's not one wrinkle on her face. You're a beautiful grandmother.
Thank you.
Is there more you want to tell us?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. She's not finished now. She's got more to tell then.
I have another beautiful sister in Chicago, and I have an aunt in Dayton, Ohio, and I have my in-laws in Detroit, Michigan, and all the beautiful people out there. I love you, and peace.
Well, a little late, folks. Okay. I'm not going to ask if there's anything else you want to add to that, because I'm afraid you will. Shall we begin, Marion?
Sure.
Okay. Good luck to you. You, as a challenger, make a selection, if you would, please.
A, please.
She wants A. This is for Marion. Oh, it's our weekly antipasto question.
Antipasto.
Antipasto. The Frankenstein monster said to Brett, if you were the only girl in the world, and I were the only boy, I think I would blank. I'll give it to Marion Campbell straight. Frankenstein monster said to Brett, if you were the only girl in the world and I were the only boy, I think I would blank. Now, you think about that while they're writing? Is everybody writing? All right. We have to have a weekly antipasto question.
You should explain that to the audience. Anyone that wants to do a Boris Karloff impression, you have to learn to say the word antipasto.
That's the first
do that all the way around the house.
That's right. Charles, what are you doing, Charles?
Sitting on his antipasto.
He's sitting on his antipasto is what he's doing. I'm not going to read it again because it's perfectly clear. Well,
A good question deserves a 4-part answer.
all right. Now
Stand
he's ready.
by judges.
And we'll call on Miriam. The Frankenstein monster said to Brett, if you were the only girl in the world and I were the only boy, I think I would...
No offense, please. Die.
She says, I think I'd die. What did you say?
Oh, no. I am a little more romantic than that. I said I will marry you.
I would marry you.
I love the Southern American.
Brad?
First of all, I didn't hear what Marion said. Now,
She
could you
said,
say it
I
one
think
more time?
she's in
No,
it.
I mean about the family and the relatives.
Oh, no,
and
no, we're not going to say that,
I said I would leave.
no. I would leave. Charles.
Go ahead, you creep.
I said die, commit suicide, commit harry-carry, or take poison.
Well, that covers them all, doesn't it? How do you feel about Brett? Nothing personal.
I would give up.
Give up? Give up. Yeah.
Give up girls.
What did you say?
Already, haven't you?
I happen to know if Brett was the only girl in the world, and I was the only boy, I'd kill myself.
Thank you. Joanne.
Well, I think I'm the
Joanne,
only one
remember,
left
we're
who can-
roommates.
Oh, of course, I have to be careful. We might switch blouses or something. Oh, no, never. But, darling, it's for the good of the show.
Oh, I see.
Die!
Oh, wow. That's 3. Okay. So you did pretty well with your first round question. We'll see how Brad does. But first, we've got to do this for you, friends. Hello there, and goodbye there. Listen, join us next time because you got a lot at stake here. And you were just splendid. 10 seconds to say goodbye. Time flies when you're having fun. Join us next time. Gene Rabin for Match Game 74. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 74, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.